So today I'll be taking you through my bag for the 2024 season. My putting putters to start with are the Discmania KP2s. These are older run of KC Pro P2s. Shout out Dana Vici for these. Super good, super firm, very tacky. I just love the way the P2 feels in my hand, and this plastic's just really money. And then going into my throwing putters, I have 6. We'll start with my slowest. I bagged 2 rhinos. One is a Pro Rhino. I use this primarily for forehand up shots that I want to get to turn a little bit or on a little hyzer flip. And then a CE Rhino. This is an older 2004-ish run that I throw primarily backhand. It's very, very straight with a lot of late stability and doesn't go very far at all. I use it kind of like a Berg, but it just does a little bit more dependability. I have 2 P3Xs. One is a D-line P3X that I can throw on all angles of hyzer. It'll flip up and turn, flip and fade. I can really manipulate this disc to do whatever I want. And then I have the C-Line Glow P2. This is the old mystery box run. This is a really straight torque resistant disc that I can get to fade at the end, that I can trust to put on a little Annie that'll always come out. And then I bag a KC Pro ABR, which is more of just an upshot disc. I throw mostly fan grip, very straight with some finish. And then to the other side of that is a Ching ABR that is kind of straight and finishes right on the same way that that KC ABR finishes left. Next, we're going to go into my mids. I currently bag 5 mids, 4 of them being rocks. So I bag this Walford College San Marino Glow Rock from about 2013. Really, really flippy rock. I can throw on a good bit of hyzer. It's similar to like that D-Line P3X, but flies a good bit further. It's a really gummy DX, but it's a San Marino mold, so it flies on the little bit more of the understable side for rocks. Next is an 8-time rock. This is from 1997. Probably my favorite run of rocks. They're really straight with a little bit of stability. They're very torque resistant. I can throw this on all angles, get it to do so many different things. And then I bag a Ching rock. Shout out James LeBob. I got 5 of these off him. Super good run of rock, very straight, very flat because of this Ching process where the full color comes in, and a really, really good run of rock. And then to my overstable rock, I have a 4-time USDGC champ Glow rock that is from 2005. Very, very overstable rock. I can put this on Annie, have it fight out. It'll always finish left for me. This is more of like what most people use a rock 3 for. I just prefer the feel of a rock. And then for my utility mid, I bag a ESP Flex drone. Drones I have found really hold up to my backhand well. I don't really ever forehand it, but it's a really good, I can hyzer to finish left, Annie, flex out, finish left. And then my approach disc, I bag a Zone. I was kind of toying around with the Tactic, the Toro for a while, but I came back to the Zone. I found that it's the most dependable and it just fits my hands the best. Next, we'll move on to my 7-speed fairway drivers. I currently bag 5, but depending on the course, I can bag up to 6 or 7. So on a more forehand-centric course, I bag the Discmania 3-tooled FD2 in the Glow C-Line plastic. These are the Royal Rage 1s. I have this one that just got returned to me. It ended up in Baltimore somehow. And then this is a Team Stamp one that is a little bit more flippy than that. It's more beat in. But now to the ones that are in my bag. I bag 2 Discmania Innova made swirly FDs. This is my really flippy one. This one I can put on a good bit of hyzer. It'll flip up, kind of start to go right for a long time, and it will kind of finish a little bit. And then this one's a good bit straighter, but still has a good bit of flip. This is a Team Innova S-Line FD. Really straight with some little dependable finish. And then we go into my 3 Eagles, which are my really favorite fairways. I bag a 10-time KC Pro Eagle. This is from probably around 1999 to 2001. Really good plastic, very straight eagle. These are a little thinner than what Eagles are produced now, and they're a lot more flat. So I really like this old run of Eagle. And then I move into, I have 2 Calvin runs. This is the run that Calvin throws. These are 2015 flat top champ Eagles. This one is my more straight one with some finish. It's kind of worked in, was seasoned in for a few years before I got it. And then I got this one new, which I'm beating in and I'm really loving. This is another Calvin run of that 2015 flat top. This one's a little bit more overstable than that. And it just flies really straight with a lot of dump at the end, kind of just how you want an eagle to fly. Next, we're gonna move into my 9 speeds. This is a slot I really like in my bag. I bag 4 at the moment, but I can bag up to like 6, depending on the course. I have 2 CD2s. This is a first run swirly. This one's really worked in. I beat this in for probably a year now, throwing a lot of hyzer. It'll flip up, kind of finish right, has that late turn that you want out of a disc like this. And then my straighter one is this Luster CD2. This is one of probably 10 that are left unstamped. Shout out Pat Broderick for this. I traded him for it. Super good, hyzer flip the straight, flies like a really good beat-in Thunderbird. And then I bag 2 Firebirds. I bag a Sexton for my straighter shots, forehands, things like that. And then I bag that 2013 flat top Firebird. Shout out to James LeBob for this too. Really flat, really firm, can't really give much give to it. You can throw it on this amount of ante, it'll always fight out. This is just, I use for spike hyzers, grenades, things like that. It's a utility disc. Next we'll move into my favorite woods discs, the PD. This is an older money run PD, the swirly S-line ones. This one's pretty flippy now. Throwing on a good bit of hyzer, it'll flip up, kind of start to go right, and then finish kind of flat. Really good disc for the woods. And then this is a first run C-line PD from about 2011. This one's been worked in a few pro players' bags throughout 6 to 8 years probably. I now bag it, I really love it. I can throw on a hyzer, flip it up, ante, have it hold right, flat, it'll just go dead straight. It kind of holds whatever line you want it on. It's kind of an extension of those Calvin Eagles. It goes about 70 feet further. Then we'll go into my 11 speeds. I have 2 at the moment. This is a Madison Walker Wraith. This is probably the best run of Wraith in my opinion. They're really, really straight to flippy. I throw this a lot for forehand in the woods on hyzer. It'll flip up, kind of ride left, finish right. Or backhands that I throw in a good bit of hyzer and they'll just pop up to flat. And then the utility disc is this Metal Flake Max. I got this from Eagle probably 4 or 5 months ago. This is one he got custom stamped by Jeff Corns. Really, really overstable run of Metal Flake Max. This is the 2016 run. I use this mostly for just spike hyzers, both ways. Backhand, forehand, sometimes I use it on grenades. It's just a really, really good utility disc. It's like an extension of a Firebird that goes 40 feet further, but dumps just as hard as that flat top. Then we'll go into my distance drivers. So then right now my bag's set up for a course like Holston. It's where I bag 8 distance drivers. We'll start with my destroyers. I have 3 Halo destroyers on the bag. This one being my flippiest. This is a 170 gram Tim Selinsky Masters US champion destroyer. This is a really, really flippy Halo destroyer out of the box. Kind of good pop top to it, a little more gummy. Can get some good flip to it. My middle one's been getting broken in for about 2 months. This is a newer run of Halo destroyer, kind of just holds straight and dumps. Really good disc, a lot of glide. Then my most overstable Halo destroyer is this black one. I can throw this on ante, have it fight out. Big hyzers that go 410 to 420. Just a really good disc that I can throw very far and know it's always gonna fade left. We'll move on to my PD2s. These are more of a wind fighter that I'll use for just like when I have 20, 30 mile an hour headwinds or things like that. This is a first run C-line PD. Shout out to Mike Kemp for this Clemson die, go Tigers. This is a really, really straight run of PD2, but they very much are still overstable. This is one I throw mostly backhand and it'll hold straight and finish and won't really get affected by wind. And then I have this swirly one, shout out Hart. This is a really overstable run of PD2. They don't have much glide. You can throw them on ante, they'll fight out. Throw them on forehands, they'll always fight out. It's just a really good stable run. And then we'll move into my favorite distance driver, the Clawbreaker 1. This here is my forehand one. This is a Team Discmania stamp, Clawbreaker 1. This one I got from Dustin Riles, super cool dude. Really, really good flying disc. It's really straight now. It's been beat in for 3 or 4 seasons. Next is this Team Innova Clawbreaker 1 I bag. This is a more pop top one. This one kind of takes the same place as that blue Halo destroyer. it just feels a little better, and I feel like I have a little more control over it because of this grippy plastic. I throw this a lot more in the heat than I would those Halo Destroyers. And this is a really special one. This is a Proto Cloudbreaker one. I got this from Eagle about a half a year ago now. This was in his bag for the 2019 season, I believe. Really, really good run. Very, very domey. They go super far. I use this for like straighter shots, for distance shots. I don't really ever put much angle on it. It likes to just go and then finish pretty flat. And then for this giveaway, I'm gonna be giving away this 3-time Thunderbird. This was in my bag for probably 2 or 3 months. Really good disc. Just drop a comment what your favorite disc is in my bag, and you'll be entered in a chance to win this Thunderbird. Thank you.